Yeah, I'll be able to get it. I'll get it tonight. Check. What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, and you're tuning in to another live stream. This is back-to-back. Did I live stream last? No, I didn't. Thursday? I don't know. I'm getting old. But we'll be trying to live stream again tomorrow afternoon, probably a little bit earlier, which will be Ohio State Legends. But today we're doing the Michigan roster Legends. And, yeah, they're one of those teams that I've always been a powerhouse. I've never been a huge fan. I've never really hated them. As of late, they've been fairly boring unless you consider, special teams, touchdowns, and pick sixes and defensive touchdowns a big thing. Their offense has not been electrifying since the hot take of the video, which will be the starting quarterback. Let's rock and roll. Let's go jump right into the roster. I assume most of you guys are not new. You know the routine. I don't need to go into the big long introduction and explanation of things. So for the quarterback, Tom Brady. We all know Tom Brady, the GOAT, got the new cover of Madden 18 to his name. Don't necessarily know how much weight you want to put into the Madden curse, but, 97. At Michigan, only played 2 years, played his last 2 years. There wasn't anything special, and then turned to be the best quarterback in the NFL, maybe of all time. But this is where it comes to a hot take. I'm going to go with DENARD Robinson as our starter. A, because he's going to be probably a little bit more fun to play with. B, he was on the goddamn cover of an NCAA game. I think it was NCAA 14. And C, he had like 500-yard total gains through the air and on the ground at Michigan. I think he has a lot of the stats for Michigan. Wasn't a prolific passer by any means. Could get the job done. Wasn't a liability. But one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in the history of the game. So I figure we'll show him the respect. If things don't work out, we will go with Tom Brady as the backup. But we're going to go with Shoelace as our starting quarterback. But you see that we also have Henne here. Chad Henne was decent at Michigan. But yeah, if things don't work with the Nerds, surely we could flip in Tom Brady. Maybe if we make the playoffs, we'll make Brady our playoff QB. Who knows? At the running back, we're going with Tom Harmon as our starter. He gets the perfect 99. Not only was he a Heisman Trophy winner, but he was selected first overall way back. I think it was like in the 60s. But, you tick off the two boxes that we look for a college player. Heisman Trophy winner and first overall pick in a draft. That is a 99 for you. He's a legend. And then we also have Fitzgerald Toussaint with a 77. At the fullback spot, we have this guy, Sion Huma, who I was very surprised to even find a Michigan fullback in Madden. So, hopefully he can just do his part on the C4 special. For wide receivers, we went with Desmond Howard, another Heisman Trophy winner, even though he's, pretty sure he won the Heisman. Probably sure Desmond Howard won the Heisman. But, one of the most electrifying return men in college history. Wasn't a prolific wide receiver, but come on, you gotta make it work at the wide receiver position. There's not a lot of greats at Michigan, so we'll use Desmond Howard. We'll inflate his receiving stats just a little bit, but he is gonna be a problem in our return game. We got Braylon Edwards, who was very good at Michigan and had one or two really big years with the Cleveland Browns in the NFL, so we gave him a 92. We have Devin Funchess, who is that tight end wide receiver hybrid. We gave him up to an 88, and we have Junior Hemingway here with an 80. At the tight end position, we went with Ron Kramer, who we gave a 96 overall. Was well before my time. This guy played like way back in the day. But when I was doing my research, I always am doing the best and most in-depth research. Kramer was, almost the consistent number one option at the tight end spot, so we went with him. Offensive line is where we are going to be thick. We're going to be very thick at the offensive line here. We have Mike Ken, who was a part of the legendary Atlanta Falcon roster. He gets a 99. We have Jake Long, who was a first overall pick, I believe, way back in the... No, I'm not going to say way back in the day, because it was like early 2000s for the... it might have been mid-2000s, either like 2005, for the... where'd he go? Miami Dolphins. So he's a 93. Maybe that could have been higher. I didn't actually make Mike Ken a 99. I think he's a 96, and he jumped up, and I think Jake Long was a 94. But either or, we're stacked at tackle. Left guard, we're going with Tom Mack, who was on these Rams legendary rosters. Not super familiar with him, but he's a legend, so it's a 97. At center, we have Dan Deerdorf, who was a right tackle for the Arizona Cardinals, but he was back when right tackles weren't necessarily the biggest. Couldn't find a great center, so because of his size, he more fits into what we look for a center, so he's a 93. At right guard, we got Steve Hudson, who's one of the greatest offensive guards in the history of football. Was really good at Michigan. He's a 95. And at right tackle, we're going with the GOAT right tackle in Philadelphia Eagles history. Maybe Lane Johnson can eventually get there, but we're going with John Runyon, one of my favorite Eagles of all time. Just ask Michael Strahan what he thinks about John Runyon. Left defensive end, we're going Brandon Graham on the Philadelphia Eagles. Game of 95, selected by the Philadelphia Eagles in the first round. Way back in 20... Oh, Jesus. I can't remember what year they got him. 2011? 2011 draft? We got him over Earl Thomas, and for quite some time it looked like it was a terrible pick. You know, now he's starting to produce a little bit. I'd still much rather Earl Thomas. Most Eagle fans, 95% of us would. But at least Brandon Graham has turned it around. Pro Football Focus rated him number 2 for defensive ends last season, so he gets a 95. We have Frank Clark here at right defensive end with a 91. Didn't he like just go in on a Bleacher Report chick? I guess, well, she's a reporter. But someone at Bleacher Report, he went right over her. So that was kind of interesting. He had to like come back and issue like an apology and all that shit. Defensive tackle, we're going with Trevor Price here with a 92. Because he did his thing with the Broncos and with the Ravens, and because I'm not sure if the Rams are running a 4-3 or a 3-4, we have Mike Martin here as 87. Right left side linebacker, we're going with Lamar Woodley, who was debatably a legendary Pittsburgh Steeler, at least from the last like decade or so. He's a 93. We have Cato June, who was a good tackler and a really good linebacker for the Indianapolis Colts in the early 2000s. We'll just slide him over to the right-hand side. And middle linebacker, we have David Harris. Old man David Harris has been very solid, very reliable throughout his NFL career, most notably on the New York Jets, so he's a 90. We have Jake Ryan, who's on the Green Bay Packers with an 84. And the secondary, we gave Charles Woodson a 99, and it's like, if Madden was fun, it'd be the perfect 100. I don't know why they should bring back the perfect 100 this year. I think 99. Why? Give a perfect 100 to the GOATs. Only defensive player that I've ever remember winning the Heisman Trophy. This is a GOAT, one of my favorite players of all time, so he gets the 99. We have Leon Hall here with a 91. Very more so, he's still hanging on there. I think he's with the Giants, but most notably balled out for the Cincinnati Bengals in his prime, so we give him a 91. Then I was doing research. Ty Law played a little bit of free safety at Michigan, I guess. I was looking for legendary Michigan rosters, and they had Ty Law listed as a safety, which I was like, what the hell? He was like one of the best corners in the NFL. So we're going to roll with it. I'm not going to argue with it because I couldn't find a lot of great free safeties. More so, Ty Law is one of the better cornerbacks the last 20 years in the NFL. But if we had to put him at free safety, because we need one, we did that, and he's a 95. And at strong safety, we have Tom Darden, who in the NFL was really, really good with the Cleveland Browns. 10 picks, I think, one season with the Browns. We're going to rock and roll with him for our Michigan strong safety. So overall, guys, this is the number 4 roster. We started all the way at 25. We're now down to number 4. And it's looking pretty good. I think it's going to be fun to get DENARD Robinson going here. He has 90-plus speed, 90-plus agility. Hopefully, we can make it work. So what we're going to do is sim to the half-season point, play the divisional opponents from the back end of the season. Hopefully, we can make a playoff push. If DENARD Robinson is going off like an MVP candidate, we might roll with them. But if we squeak into the playoffs, it might be time to bring in Terrific Tom. And I said that wrong on purpose because fuck anyone that calls him Tom Terrific. For a playoff, a quarterback. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? Now I can just take a look at the super chat. Ty Law, your second favorite player. Ew, Patriots. Ew. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up with Ty Law as safety. I'm pretty sure I read that was the case. But maybe I just said like we needed a safety, and Ty Law clearly could play safety. But he seems like he played for like 7 different teams. I don't know why. Why would Ty Law play for that many teams? He was that good. Why wouldn't people just keep him wrongfully employed with one team? Why do you have to make his family constantly pick up and move around the league? Like, who's playing right now? Like, there's some players in the NFL that seems like they've played for like 9 different teams by now. Like Bruce Gradowski. Do Alabama. Alabama is number 2. They're number 2. We're on number 4. Tomorrow I'll be live streaming at some point. Follow me on Twitter at beastmode_TV, and I will post roughly an hour before my live stream goes up. But tomorrow we'll be doing Ohio State, and then hopefully next week we finish this series. We still got Ohio State, Alabama, and Oklahoma for our last 3 universities. So we're 5-2. That's not too bad, and we got a little bit of a break here before we play a divisional rival. Probably fastest player. It was really interesting when who did they bring in? Devin Gardner came in. He was another one of those guys. Thought was gonna be the next DENARD Robinson, except he was like 6'4" and built. I think now I read somewhere like on Wikipedia. Oh my God, we are struggling. 5-4. DENARD Robinson. Okay, just for this sim, we'll flip Tom Brady and see if we can win this one here against the Dolphins. How about LSU, Florida with team? I've done all those teams. All those episodes have been finished. And why aren't we having any divisional opponents here? What the fuck? Did I do the Gators? Gators are done. Every big school has been done unless it's Ohio State, Alabama, Oklahoma. And I think I'm actually going to make an executive decision because it has this list that I used had Oklahoma at number 1 and Alabama at number 2. But looking at the Oklahoma roster, there's not a lot of like big notable names. There's certainly a couple, but I think I'm going to switch them. I think I'm going to make Oklahoma number 2, and we'll finish this series off as disgusting as it is with the Atlanta Falcons. Why aren't we playing? Like, what is our schedule looking like? 2 more weeks. All right, we're just going to play a game here. We'll play the Patriots, and I'll go with DENARD as our starter. The hell, this is like a weird looking schedule here for the Rams. All right, let's rock and roll. What time will the stream be tomorrow? Probably earlier than this. What is this? Friggin' 4. This is roughly 5:30 Eastern. Hopefully tomorrow's will be around 3, maybe 2 hours earlier, 3 Eastern. I want to get... Oh, shit. I forgot to switch it to the Michigan uniforms, which I do. If you guys have watched this at least like more than 2 episodes, I always forget to switch their uniforms. Not all the uniforms look dead on. I mean, most of them don't look dead on, I think, outside of like the red and white teams. Because Madden is an asshole and they won't let you have custom teams. Hopefully that is a feature that comes back in Madden 18. I just want Madden 18, them to just leave it so that creative people can get creative with the game. That's all I want. I don't want caps on how many players I can create. Like right now, when I was doing my rosters, you can only like specifically create a player, so I could create a rookie. Like literally 40 rookies, which is ridiculous. You can get just over the first round prospects, and then it won't let you create any more rookies. You have to go into editing players, and then it's just why? This is like next gen. I got almost a terabyte of hard drive. Space should not be an issue of letting me create players. All right, let's rock over to DENARD Robinson. Haven't played any Madden yet today. I was watching soccer. Watched Arsenal's game early, and then I watched Toronto FC. So I'm not really in a football mindset, so we'll have to get there sooner than later. All right, let's go. We got Desmond Howard on the outside. Ooh. Oh, my God. This is going to be it's going to be fun. I can't remember the last time I played with a running quarterback. A good running quarterback. Like the last time in the series, it was like Tebow maybe? Tommy Frazier. But it was probably Tebow. But even Tebow didn't have speed. He was more so like a truck kind of guy. Oh. All right, we're not even going to have to throw the ball. We're just going to have to, we're just gonna scramble it down the field every play. But yeah, it's interesting to think, like, what is Michigan going to look like next year? They're like one of those teams. They're either going to be like just as good as they were the last, like, pretty much since Harbaugh's gone there, or I think they're going to regress pretty bad. Really, I guess it comes down to Wilson Spate, if he's going to be able to take the next step at being a starting quarterback. Their defense is always great, but man, they lost Jabril Peppers is gone. They lost a bunch of guys. Linebacker, Chris Wormley, Taco Charlton. I don't know off the top of my head a lot of like the depth guys. Darbo's gone. Chasson is gone. They lost Devion Smith. The disadvantage of having a really good college football team every year, Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. That's funny. There we go. Desmond Howard making the catch. Rocking and rolling. You'll be good. Will you be better than Ohio State good? That is the question. Let's go. Boom. Devin Funchess. Rocking and rolling. Getting close to the first down. 39 yards. DENARD Robinson showing that elite accuracy that he might not have necessarily shown while he was playing in real life at Michigan. Okay. Oh, we hit Tom Harmon, the Heisman Trophy. Oh, he went playing like LaShawn McCoy. Just running outside of bounds. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, 90-year-old man doing the fucking taunting after the first down. Do a team with player from small schools. I actually am thinking about doing that for one of these. Just like after I'm done the list. Because so many people, everyone else wants to like, just schools that maybe weren't featured in this. That could be something I could look at doing. Actually not. I'm going to write that down. That's a great homage. I have this on the list. Who said that? I can't remember who. Oh, Felipe. Small school CFM. And I'll just use these legendary rosters. I gotta hit the ball. Last night in the live stream, we got someone said I should do NCAA 14. Everyone's been hounding me to do some NCAA 14, but I was like, I don't really have enough time to do a franchise mode there where you have like, every video is a series or an episode of a season and stuff like that. I don't have enough time because I already have 2 other connected franchise modes on the roll. So I was like, what can I do? And I don't really want to do necessarily like, oh, let's go. I don't really want to do rebuilds in NCAA because, like, I don't know, like, how do you really rebuild a program in college? Like, I mean, that makes sense, but that's what everyone does. So, and again, that's like more work. So what I figured, someone actually suggested, it wasn't even me figuring it out. Someone suggested that I do Road to Glory, which is basically you create a character and you play with them, and then I finish it up right around the time Madden 18 comes out, and I'll import that character into the story mode. And I was like, man, that's a great idea. I'm going to do that. But then the question is, I have no details about what that story mode is going to be. Like, do you have to be a certain position? Do you have to be a quarterback? Do you have to be a running back? Those are usually the 2 easiest and most popular positions to do. So, well, if it was up to me, I'd make my guy a running back because that's what I played when I played football. But I think what I could do to save my ass, is that's an easy touchdown right there, is I make a quarterback, and then if in case I can't be a quarterback, because obviously you have the option to be a quarterback, you can just do the whole, he was a good college quarterback and now he has to switch to a running back. I think that might be what I do, but we'll think about it. Or maybe I'll just make a running back that has good passing skills, but he plays running back only. Can you put Jim Brown? Yeah, all those guys. Anyone that's a super high legend that did not play in any of the 25 schools, plus current, beast in NFL that play for small schools. I'll do that. Oh, DENARD with the run. Oh, Desmond Howard. That is very overpowered. I'm getting rid of this kid. This kid sucks. You're killing the live stream. You're killing the goddamn live stream. You little wiener. Go fuck yourself. Carson Wentz, Donovan McNabb. Wow. Right now, it's going to have to be Carson Wentz just because I'm on that Wentz wagon. And, oh, shit. I'm on that Wentz wagon, and Donovan McNabb let me down countless times. Carson Wentz really has not let me down very much. There might have been 2 instances last season where he really let me down. Once was against Detroit, where on like 2nd down, he just Hail Married for an interception, and that was game over, when he could have took his time. And another was just, oh my God, DENARD. All right, his stamina's starting to slow down, which means Fumble City might be coming. Quit this stream. Just deal with it. It's just Michigan. There's nothing wrong with Michigan. We're going to do Ohio State. I assume you're an Ohio State fan or maybe a Michigan State fan. If that's the case, we already did Michigan State and Ohio State's next episode, so... Oh, where's the blocking? All right, no blocking from anybody. Out of the 3 first-rounders for the Browns, who's the biggest bust potential? Peppers, and it's not even close. I know this is a Michigan stream, and I don't want to shit on all Michigan players, but I'd have to say Peppers. I mean, Njoku is, he's an athletic tight end. His future is pretty much going to be, worst case scenario, he's as good as Gary Barnidge was. And obviously, Myles Garrett's a monster. See that highlight of Myles Garrett making like a 360 tackle? 360 no-scope G Fuel tackle on a tackling dummy yesterday. It was pretty good. Was Barrett short, though? I don't know. I'm going to let... I actually thought he was. To be completely honest with you, last year, I thought he was. I thought Michigan won that game. I just hate it. Maybe that was just my hatred for Ohio State. I don't really hate Ohio State. Well, not only because my brother, who's a Patriot fan, also likes Ohio State, but not only because, and they also go, the Ohio State. That's just annoying. But it's just the Urban Meyer situation as a Gator fan. The fact that when the going got tough in Florida, rather than rebuild that program and, you know, really stamp things, he just decided, I feel sick, I gotta leave. And then next year he goes to like an already stacked Ohio team. That's another touchdown. Let's go. Did you watch EDP's bird? I don't watch anything that EDP does. I feel better just knowing that I didn't watch that. Snap it. Oh, right there. Let's go, Jim Cramer, Mad Money. You guys remember that during the draft? I have to apologize on behalf of the entire Philadelphia Eagle fan base. I think it was the first pick in the 3rd round. Look at that Mad Money Jim Cramer guy. Like, did the most cringiest Eagles fight song. Like, oh. It was... I'm sorry. The worst thing about that, too, I talked about it live, because when they did that pick, I think it was what pick was it? It was our 3rd round pick. I can't even remember on the top of my head. Did we even have a 3rd round? Yes, we did. In the 3rd round, Rasul Douglas. Was it Rasul Douglas pick? Might have been the 4th. I think it might have been Matt Collins, actually. The Matt Collins pick in the 4th round. They did like the most cringiest fight song. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And then the worst thing about it was like a dad and son that was announcing the pick as like the fans. And the son had a custom last name jersey that was Brian Dawkins, like number 20 Brian Dawkins. It was just the worst. The worst. Like, oh, how are you doing that? I don't know if it was a fake heart attack. I thought he said he just had, like, did it come out that he had, like, actual issues? Like, mental issues or something like that? But still, it was your goddamn reasoning. You couldn't negotiate and keep Cam Newton in line so that after Tim Tebow left, we would have had Cam Newton in another national championship. So because of that is why I hate Ohio State. So I'm sure any Michigan fan watching this, you can get a nice little chuckle out of that. All right, let's go, Harmon. Go, Tom Harmon. Okay, murdered you. 209 yards and a touchdown on the day. This is just embarrassing. This is embarrassing for the Patriots. We should have lent them Tom Brady. Where's the C4 specialist? We're not that close yet. If not for laptop scandal, could Cam Newton have passed Tebow? How many years? He would have had, what, 2 seasons probably at Florida? I don't know. There's no way he would have put up... I don't think he would have put up Tim Tebow numbers. You got to remember, Tim Tebow, in my biased and unbiased opinion, is the greatest college player of all time. Only other player, in my opinion, that competes with Tebow is Barry Sanders. On the offensive side of the ball, that is. Oh, that was a good pass deflection. We haven't really run any C. We don't have to run them. When we're up like this, you know, we're going to do the respectful thing here. We're just going to, you know, we're not going to run the overpowered player. Our running back already has almost 250 yards. 15. Tom Harmon, father of Mark Harmon. Wow. I know Vince Young's stats don't compare to Tim Tebow. Tebow had like 50-some touchdowns one season. It's unheard of. What was that this year? The Oklahoma back? Joe Mixon? Don't hurt P. Ryan because Mixon's better. Charles Woodson is a great... That's not a hot take. That's debatable. I think there's a nice little mix of players that could be the GOATs. I think Tebow, Barry Sanders, Charles Woodson. Who else is just exceptional? Honestly, Manti Te'o wasn't that bad. He was probably the closest guy since Charles Woodson to be a defensive player to... we'll go with Brady again here just because the sim seems to favor Tom Brady a little bit. Deion Sanders was easily better. Not in college. All right, we're 9-4. We got 3 games to end the season. All right. People slipped up and said he loved Jesus. Let's make sure we use... Oh, we have the Color Rush. We're going to roll with those because those Color Rush uniforms are probably my favorite. That's just one thing, like as a Canadian. Religion is not nearly as big in Canada as it is in America. I'm not religious at all. I don't hate people if you're religious. But I just, you know, when I see my 2 favorite quarterbacks, Tebow in college, and now obviously I have to go with the Homer, Carson Wentz. They're just religious freaks. Oh. I deal with it, though. I deal with it. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. Were you disappointed with Corey Coleman? First of all, Corey Coleman that last year at Baylor, he was amazing. Corey Coleman at Baylor's last year at Baylor might have been the best wide receiver I've seen in college since I've been like watching college football. He got hurt. He was on pace for like 25 receiving touchdowns. It was crazy. But he looked good for the Browns last year when he played. It sucked that he got hurt a little bit. Come on, let me get... There we go, red zone, nice. Where does Malik Zaire go? I was kind of hoping he'd transfer to Florida, to be honest with you. Oh, these jerseys. Ugh. Oh, that's a face mask. There you go. Face will able to stop this mess. Like I said, I don't know. It's just different culture. Like I said in my last stream, why is like religion so popular in America? I don't understand it. Is it more so just down south? Oh, big tackle. Who do you think's the best player that was in college and the pros? Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders, in my opinion, is the GOAT running back, and he's the GOAT college running back. Look at Barry Sanders. It's like one of those things you really have to look at like what he did to believe what he did. Is that a touchdown? Oh, come on. He averaged straight up like 200 rushing yards a game his final year. It was like it doesn't even make sense. It was video game numbers. He put up like Zay Jones numbers at the running back spot for a much bigger college. Do you remember when Man City won the league? I do. The Aguero chant. Let's go, Harmon. Here we go. There's a thing down here, the Bible Belt. Oh, I've heard that. I don't really know what that means, but I've heard of that before. But I don't know. Whatever helps you be a good person, I guess. You can't really hate on it. Like I said, my hot take in my last live stream is I just think it should stay out of politics. I hate when just, you know, God bless America. It's like, well, you know, maybe not. The GOAT is Barry Sanders. There you go. Some other people got some damn reasoning. Yeah, I don't know how I would have done. If I ever, like, when I was serious about trying to play football, if I would have went to a university, it would have been probably somewhere in Georgia because my aunt was a French teacher at a private school in Atlanta. Yes, that's fucking crazy. And I was like, oh, man. Would I be disowned? Like, I'd be like friggin' Arian Foster. Everyone would just be like, what's wrong with that guy? You don't like Jesus? What's wrong with Jesus? Bible Belt is where all the cults are. Yeah. Well, I say that, but then again, where I live in, like, literally, we're in my neighborhood, there's more churches than there are fucking corner stores, so I live in an old neighborhood. Oh, big hit. Come on. Archer Given got 2 Heisman, but, you know. statistically speaking, Barry Sanders is the most dominant. Like, who is there to challenge Archie Griffin? That's my thing, maybe. All right. Down 3. I want that game-winning field goal. We got Desmond Howard on the outside. Let's rock and roll. Oh! Ooh! Oh, do I think Michigan's overrated? No. They're like one of the best defenses in college. Their offense sucks, but their defense is incredible. Defense and special teams. I think that's ball game. There we go. Nice victory. We got 2 more to go, but I think we should have enough here to win the NFC West. Best athlete, Jim Thorpe. Debatably, yes, Jim Thorpe. The only thing that can come against Jim Thorpe is more so the era, you know. Would he be able to do what he did back then? Like, is his athletic ability back then, would it translate to today's game? Like, would he be as freakishly athletic as, like, I don't know, who's the biggest freak athlete in the NFL today? Tyron Smith, tackling the Cowboys, dude got like a 6-pack and 300 pounds. Best college team, what, this season? This upcoming season? It's definitely not Florida. I'm not like, Florida is going to have to be lights out to win the SEC East again. I think Georgia's going to be really, really tough. But best college team next year, at paper, maybe even, I don't really know what Clemson's quarterback situation, but Clemson is stacked again. Let's look at that. That looks pretty damn Michigan, doesn't it? Best college team. Ohio State has a lot of stars still, but it's Alabama. Let's be honest, it's probably Alabama. Can I do Wisconsin-Madison? Is that like a JUCO or something? Do I watch any college football? I love watching college football. Saturdays, I'm not available to speak because I love watching college football. I watch more college football than I watch pro football. But let's be honest, Alabama's the best team next year. Doesn't even matter. Oh, they lost Marlon Humphrey. Oh, too bad they have like 2 corners that were debatably better. Like Anthony Everett and Minka Fitzpatrick. So right now, this year, because we already used the DENARD, so this is Michigan Legends going up against Wisconsin Legends. Can you do Michigan State? I already did Michigan State. That episode is already up on the channel. You can check it out after this. Just use the search function. You'll be able to find it. I might have to be available to one person. I don't need to be available because he's being chill with me watching it. We'll be watching Gator games. If only I could get the SEC network in Canada, which I cannot. Luckily, I got a stream plug who hooks me up. Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. Oh, man, come on. The 7-7 Wisconsin. Come on, we're better than Wisconsin. Florida State, Bama, Michigan, Oklahoma. I think it's going to be Alabama, Ohio State. I want to go with the hot take and say Washington is going to be better than USC next year. So Washington and there's 2 battles. There's big battles everywhere. Who's going to be better? Washington, USC. Who's going to be better? Clemson, Florida State. It's going to be really, I think it's going to be a lot more closer next season than it was last year. Oklahoma, they might be able to run the table, but do they have enough weapons there still? You got Baker Mayfield. Is he going to get suspended or anything like that? Wilson Spate or Luke Del Rio? Give me Wilson Spate. Del Rio actually didn't look that bad last year, and then he got hurt at like fucking North Texas and was terrible when he came back from injury. So hopefully he's nowhere near the starting QB next year. Penn State, yeah, Penn State, definitely. Holy sneeze fucking Jesus Christ. Alright, then we found Braylon. Why not Brady? Just join the stream. He's the backup that we use in simulating games, and we might have to throw him in for the playoffs. But for me playing, we got 94 speed. NCAA video game cover athlete, DENARD. DENARD was better at Michigan than Tom Brady was. So that's why we're going with DENARD for now. Even though Brady, I guess the silver lining is I gave Brady a higher overall. He had the higher overall. Let's go screen pass. Boom. Oh, get off me. Do you see the video where Mayfield got tackled by a cop? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if that's going to, like, wasn't he avoiding arrest? Isn't that, like, one... I know Oklahoma has almost as many criminals as Florida's had over the years. Seems like, with D.D. Westbrook and Mixon. But, yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any repercussions from that or not. That could affect Oklahoma. If they give them a suspension, any, like, one loss, you're, you know... I think, well, 2 losses, you're pretty much done. Is Chad Henne at least QB3? Chad Henne is QB3. All right, come on. Well, we can get in field goal. We're already in field goal range here to tie it. But I want to get that touchdown. But yes, for everyone that's new and wasn't here at the beginning, I'm trying to, because this is my first free weekend in a long frigging time. Well, let's go Funches. So we did a live stream. When was the last live stream we did? Was it last night? I think I did a live stream last night. We do Notre Dame last night. And then today is Michigan. And tomorrow I'll be doing Ohio State in the afternoon. Probably around 3 p.m. Eastern. And then next week, hopefully, I can finish up this series with 2 live streams. Probably on Tuesday and then one later next week. Maybe Friday. Oh, yeah, get in there! Come on. Fuck. All I know is at August 26th, I think, is kickoff for college football. And I can't wait. And then Florida opens up at, I think it's at Michigan, is it? Or is it a neutral site game? But Florida opens up the season with Michigan. Whew, big game. If Florida gets that one, I think we'll have a chance at beating Georgia for the SEC East. I didn't see any highlights from the spring game, so I don't know what our quarterback's looking like. Where's Brady? He's the backup with the higher overall. All right, we'll tie this ball game up. He's my holder. It's at AT&T. Oh. All right. Neutral site, I can get down with that. Hopefully the Gator fans travel well. What up, straight cash? You know? You make that cash this weekend? You get paper, bro? Like Staples? Oh. Man, I need to start streaming on the weekends more. I get way more viewers. Way more exposure. You know, keep the lights on better. Oh, that was a bad pass. Ooh. Ooh. Do you think there should be a Pro Bowl in franchise mode? Obviously, it's a feature. It'd be lower on my list. I'd rather see offensive and defensive coordinators back. I'd rather see more in-depth scouting. But, it's something that was in the game before, and there's no real reason why it's not in the game anymore. So probably should bring that back. What's up, everybody? Excuse me. Only put Brady down. Yeah, I will. He's gonna be my secret weapon during the playoffs. Funches with the drop. Come on, Ron. Ron Funches. Thoughts on West Virginia running back Justin Crawford? Well, I'm not going to lie. Off the top of my head, don't think I can recall very much about him. But since he's from West Virginia, he's probably going to be on the Philadelphia Eagles at some point. Where we had the Oregon bias during Chip Kelly, it seems now if you're playing for West Virginia, you're coming to our team. We got Gibson. We got like their starting running back, Smallwood, from a year ago. We got their best wide receiver the last couple years. Even debatably since like Tavon and Stedman Bailey and Shelton Gibson. And that's a hot take. That's a hot take right there. And then we got their center, Orlovsky. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we get that Skyler guy as an undrafted. Just bring him in for a tryout. EA takes stuff out. Yeah, they do, man. Every year. They take some just like... I imagine like 2 years from now, they're going to be like, hey, remember the Combine mini games from goddamn Madden 1998? We brought these back. Get that block. There we go. Have you ever raged on Madden? Yes, that's why I don't play online a lot. I pretty much refuse to play online. My internet's not hot shit. And just the little things set me off. Like if I ever get real big on YouTube, if I had to play online because of that, I'm gonna have to have like a monthly controller budget and pad my room up like an insane asylum. I'm a grown man who can't control his anger. Skyler Howard, yes, that's who it is. How do you choose the players on legendary roster? Players that I most associate with the school. I've used some lists for like offensive linemen and stuff. Make sure I didn't miss anyone that was like historical. Like Bleacher Report, I think has like the all-decade teams, all-century teams, all-time teams. I use those a little bit. Oh, so close. I'd say overall we've done what 20. We've done 22 episodes. I'm gonna say maybe there's 5 guys that I've missed that people have said like, how did you miss him? I think I've done pretty good considering. I've done over like 1,000 prospects. Oh, there we go. Devin Funchess using that size. Sealing it. Fever Rage is the worst. It is. I don't want to discredit anything on my channel with my newfound minimal success here, but I really do wish I could play FIFA and I would get the same kind of reception as well because I love FIFA. I haven't had barely any time to play Madden or FIFA 17 this year because, I've been going hard on Madden. I love FIFA, and FIFA is pretty much the only sports game I play online. I can handle that. I'm pretty good online. I'm pretty good at FIFA. Why do you trust Bleacher Report? It was for Legends. I assume it was written by a guy that's a fan of the team. Bleacher Report outside of that's pretty dumb. Matt Miller's not bad. The scout guy, he's not that bad. I'm going to the Michigan-Florida game because I live in Texas as a Michigan fan. I'm behind the field goal. There you go. Tom Harmon was white. He is, in fact, white as well. Tom Harmon, right there. White man. All right, so we're 11-4. I don't want to ruin it by looking at the stats. So maybe we give Brady this final game. We give Brady the final warm-up game here, just to see how we do with Tom Brady as our starting quarterback. Skyler Howard signed with the Seahawks. Well, he'll get cut, and then Philly will bring him in. Soccer sucks. Oh, my God. You know what sucks? Baseball sucks. Best way to troll on FIFA is playing an MLSL team. Hell yeah. TFC, baby. Give me Giovinco. I'll body bag you. Rick and Morty or Family Guy. Rick and Morty. Hell yeah. That's why I don't play Madden Online. It just seems like Madden Online is all about finding like the unstoppable cheap plays and running them over and over again. Like, people are like, are you going to play me on Madden, man? It's like, yeah, are you going to fucking go for 2 and kick onside kicks every time? I don't want to waste my time doing that. You think Jalen Smith will amount to anything after injury? I've heard lots of reports that like they're kind of skeptical about the recovery on that. I hope, man. He was really exciting to watch at Notre Dame. I think he certainly has capped himself, given himself a ceiling. I don't think he'll be as good as he would have been before the injury, but I think he can, make it out in the career. In the NFL. Favorite sport beside football? Soccer. 100% soccer. I like watching MMA a lot, but it has to be soccer. Favorite sport? It's almost favorite sport. I think that's really. It's like 1A, 1B for being football and football. The reason why this live stream started late is because my English soccer team was playing in the morning, and then my MLS team was playing right after that. So I had to push this stream back because I need to watch. I gotta get them games in. Gotta get that games in. Baseball is the best. That's an American thing. I mean, we have the Blue Jays here in Canada, I guess, but I just can't watch baseball. Even like the playoff baseball and the Blue Jays, I can't watch it. I don't mind playing it. I can play baseball, hit some dingers like Mark McGwire. But it's so long. It's so boring. It's not enough action. I'm a Lions fan. What do you think of Davis and Tease? Hopefully, my Gators can live up. I think Davis, if he stays healthy, will. And Tease, I would not put a whole lot of stock into his shit 40 time because his tape in college was as good as any corner last year. So I think they'll do just fine. Will Arsenal finish top 4? I'm going to say no. I think we're going to get in Europa. We'll get 5th. What do you think of track and field? I love watching Usain Bolt run that 100, baby. Getting that 100 meter. Favorite hockey team? Historically, it's the Florida Panthers because Pavel Bury's the god. Now it's just, I don't like unless I'm out in a boat as a Canadian. I have to say that, and it's on at a bar or something. I don't really watch it. Play hockey though. I'll play road hockey. I usually gather up and play a little mini league of road hockey. We didn't miss much, bro. You just, you didn't miss much. Why do you watch soccer? I played it as a kid growing up. I was probably one of the better. At one point in my life when I was young and, there wasn't a whole lot of stock, I would say, in my incredibly biased opinion, I was one of the best soccer players in Canada when I was probably 13, 14. Had all the scouts. I went to England and had a tryout. Well, not really tryout. More so a showcase in England for a couple weeks. So, yeah, soccer was my first good sport. We run with Brady. Why not? Basketball's not bad. Basketball is pretty much my, one sport. I don't really follow it a whole lot, but I love watching March Madness, and I usually try to tune in to the basketball playoffs when they're not all just, one-sided slaughterings like it seems like it's been this year. Would you trade Joe Mixon on the Eagles? I don't think the Bengals would trade him. Davis or Jones? Well, I'm gonna go with Deion Jones because I'm really worried about Davis's availability. He missed a lot of games with Florida. Oh, nice catch. Where I'm from, Tingers means nose candy. Oh, that's funny. Do you watch IndyCar racing? No, not at all. One of my best friends watches that shit though. My family's a big NASCAR family. I don't watch it. Do you like the Raptors? Yeah. That's a nice little touchdown there though for Desmond Howard with his dreadlocks. I don't even think he had dreadlocks, but you're a Browns fan. What do I think? I think the Browns are going to get 6 wins next year. Hooker was a whole lot better than Adams. That's a hot take. I'd take Jamal Adams' body of work. I mean, you got 1 year with Malik Hooker. 1 year of production. I think Jamal Adams is a safer prospect. It might be, no, it's not a hot take to say Hooker might have a higher upside. Kay Adams or Colleen Wolfe? Ooh, Kay Adams for sure, but Colleen Wolfe, Eagles fan, so both ain't bad. But Kay Adams is, for quite some time, old J-Lo was #1 on the free pass. It might have to be Kay Adams now, especially after I saw him on the red carpet at the draft. Oh, man. Even my girlfriend was like, damn. So, harder sport you've played as a sort of struggle? Tennis? Yeah, tennis is actually probably up there. Tennis is fucking tough. Especially because that's a pick. Or it's not a pick because 5'10" Desmond Howard can just jump up and get it. Tennis is up there. I suck at basketball, so that's probably up there as well. Make Brady a running back? I don't know. Do a legendary CFL roster. Who would watch? I don't think anyone would watch that, to be honest with you. I don't think that'd be worth my time. I could be wrong. Do you watch College Game Day? It's not always available. It's literally like, it's kind of sketchy up here in Canada. It's available like every other week sometimes. Sometimes it's not on. But I do watch it when I can. See what Corso's looking like an idiot dressing up as. Defensive and offensive rookie of the year. Defensive rookie of the year. I want to be a homer and say Derek Barnett. Offensive rookie of the year. I want Fournette probably. Zay Jones is a sleeper. How do you think the Bucks will be this year? I'm saying NFC wildcard. I think they'll get into the playoffs. It's just a tough division. I don't know if they're necessarily still better. Atlanta has one of the most stacked rosters in football. Oh, that's a bad pass. Falcons have one of the most stacked rosters in football, so it's tough to compete with the likes. Oh shit! Bird timeout. With the likes of Atlanta, but I think I'm pulling for the Bucks. Mike Evans is one of my favorite wide. Mike Evans probably is my favorite wide receiver in the NFL. So hopefully he does well. How's the kiddo doing? That's why I'm streaming so much. It's the first weekend that he's away from me. He went on a trip. Oh, we throw it to the worst wide receiver and he doesn't catch it. But he's doing great. Thanks for asking. What position do you play in soccer? I played striker and center back, depending on what we needed. I was always, as much as in football, I was always the biggest and strongest and fastest. Biggest, stronger, like that, the thing about steroids, bigger, stronger, faster. So if we're going up against middle teams or bottom dwellers, I get to play forward. And if we played against like the top teams that had like really fast players, I'd play center back. Next year, MVP prediction. Brady. Probably Brady, if that offensive line keeps him up. How do you think the Raiders will do? Well, it's kind of dependent on if Derek Carr recovers in time. They got Marshawn. There's a lot of uncertainty with the Raiders, but I think that I'd give them the slight edge to win the AFC West. Oh, shit. Oh, Funches, come on! You gotta come down with that. All you could play was goalkeeper. Man, that's that. Nothing wrong with goalie. You need a good. That's the reason why I stopped playing soccer. We kind of had like a beer league, and my local team had literally our team was really good, but we had the worst goalie. So like it didn't matter. Every game was like a fucking 7-6 shootout. So I just gave up. It wasn't worth my time. Don't want to rate a good goalie in a pickup soccer league. Madden curse for Brady. I hope so. Not because I want to wish injury on someone. More so I think it'll add a little bit more parity to the league, which is what we need. Because as it stands right now. Oh my god. Oh, dirty. Dirty. How do you feel, Brady? That's kind of bullshit that Brady got the cover for the GOAT edition and the normal one. Usually they try to mix it up. Because hopefully it would have been a Dallas Cowboy on the regular edition. So we had 2 chances of the curse. Even if 50% of the curse worked out, it would help the league. I don't know. It is what it is. Actually, I want to audible this to a run. Oh, get out of this shit. Go Harmon. Nice. Would soccer be hard to a newcomer even from a good athlete? No. You might not. The best thing, if you never played soccer, don't expect that you're going to be a scorer. If you're an athlete, you could play on the wings or you could be a defenseman, or like a center mid. If you can run, you could play pretty much in any soccer that's not like super hard, because a lot of people in soccer, like fitness is a big thing. Just don't be that guy that thinks because you're athletic you're gonna come in. It's fun. There's a lot of technique to shooting the ball and being able to like fucking roof it. But if you're an athlete, put it out in the wing. Just run for days. You can outrun people, outwork people. Are Cardinals gonna blow things up? Does that mean like they're going to suck and then lose. I don't think the Cardinals are going to be that good next year. Oh. Do you think with Florida State's recruiting class they can get to the big game next year? I am not a believer in Florida State. And for the record, I don't really, outside of that stupid chant, I don't really hate Florida State that much. But I said last year that they were going to be underwhelming. And they were. And I got a lot of hate. I don't necessarily think they're going to make the jump this year. Oh, Brady stands up and finds Braylon Edwards for the touchdown. This is a one-sided. Oh. In your honest opinion, who think will win the NFC East? I think it's going to be between the Eagles and Giants. That's a hot take. I don't know. Anyone. It's going to be anyone's division in the NFC East. Even though I think it will be between the Eagles and Giants, that's what my gut's saying. It's going to be a tough division. Where's Chip Kelly move on the Eagles? Now, you want to say the LeSean McCoy trade, but if we didn't make the LeSean McCoy trade, we wouldn't end up with Carson Wentz in retrospect, working our way back. And Jerry Maclin took more money with the Chiefs, and he hasn't nearly lived up to his contract with Kansas City. So I'm going to say more popular was letting Deshaun Jackson go. Least popular would be Evan Mathis. They let both those guys go without suitable replacements behind them. That's unacceptable. You can't do that. All right, so we're going to look at the stats real quick. Kind of a, two-headed attack here at the quarterback spot. Denard Robinson with 3,000 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, and 8 picks. Brady in limited duty had almost 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 3 picks. Running the ball, Harmon here. Tom Harmon got 1,800 yards and 14 touchdowns. We got 430 yards and 9 touchdowns from Toussaint, 275 and 4 from Denard. Receiving, 83 catches for Braylon Edwards, 863 yards and 12 touchdowns. Desmond Howard, 66 catches, 1 yard shy of 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Tight end Kramer, 600 yards, 2 touchdowns. Funches with 762 and 8. Harmon with 530 and 4. And on the defensive side of the ball, we get 117 tackles from David Harris. We got 15.5 sacks from BG. 7.5 from Price, 7.5 from Martin. And 6 picks from the GOAT, Charles Woodson. 3 from Harris, 3 from Law, and 3 from Darden. So defense is looking nice. I think we did enough to get a first round bye. 12 and 4. Did you hear about the Auburn players who ran a 4-1? I did not. Who are the best off seasons now the draft's over? Maybe the Bucks. We got wild card. 12 and 4 wild card. Fuck happened here? Oh, that's greasy. How do you think Texas will be? Who's your quarterback? Who's your quarterback going to be? Is it going to be Buechele? I think Texas is in for... I like the quarterback. I like the coach. Herman. They got the coach from Houston, right? But anytime you get a new coach, it takes them a year or two to establish, their scouts, to get their guys, get their recruits in. I'm going to say it might not be an amazing year for Texas. But hey, at least you got Malik Jefferson. He's good. How long do you think Saturday will still be good? I'm going to say they have 3 years left. They always won't be bad. I just think their defense has got to slow down. As long as they have Russell Wilson, they should be able to compete a little bit. Charles Woodson, the GOAT, all he could do was return. What? I think you're confusing him for someone else. Charles Woodson, the defenseman that won the Heisman Trophy winner. Kay Adams or Doris Burke. Doris Burke does have, the YouTuber voice that I think would really get things going. But, Kay Adams. Oh, it's in the rain. Who do we have at quarterback? Did it switch back to Denard, or we still have Brady? Oh, we got Brady. We're leaving in Brady for the playoffs. That's what we'll do. Should the Eagles trade in Jordan Matthews? No, they should not. I think forever, us Eagle fans have wanted Jordan Matthews to not be the wide receiver 1 in Philly. Everyone's been hoping maybe when he gets to be a slot receiver or a wide receiver 2, we could get his full potential. Now he has that opportunity, so it would be dumb to get rid of him. It's not like it's not like we're gonna free up a bunch of cap space either. He's still on like his rookie deal. Oh, that's a bad pass. Yeah, that's a pick. Lawrence Taylor with the interception. Doris Burke. Woo, she's smoking. And LeBron James is really like, who's the other? There's that other chick that does SEC games, sometimes college football games. I can't remember her name. They're not bad though. That's like one of those like, I'm not the big equal opportunity. Oh my God, women deserve every chance kind of guy. But I mean, they're not bad as commentators. As long as you know what you're talking about, you can tell. It's all those things. You know, I smell bullshit from a mile away. If I know you don't, you're not really invested. You don't really know your shit. I'm gonna hate you. Tangent. I was watching the Arsenal game. For all of you guys who don't know what that is, it's soccer, English soccer, football, English football. But the commentator was a coach of their rival team, and they won 4-1 in soccer. So I mean, that's a shit pumping. You don't even need to have to watch soccer. And he was just shitting on them the whole game. I couldn't stand it. What music do you use for the background on your connected franchise? It's just, I'm a Machinima partner, and on my Machinima site, they have, like, royalty-free music. So I download them hot beats and try to use them. What QB do you think will improve the most? I'm hoping Carson Wentz. I think now that he has an actual wide receiver, it could well be Carson Wentz. As we get the nice little go-ahead touchdown. Very nice. Harmon getting his receiving on. All right, we're down a field goal here. I'm not worried. Hey, Tim. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the donation. The super chat. If you had to go back in time and be a fan of anyone except the Eagles, who would it be? Knowing what I know now, probably the Raiders. I always liked the Raiders because of their history. I've always respected them because of their history. So when I got into football, it was right around, when they lost the Super Bowl. So, I could have got in on a downturn, would have suffered through all the terrible draft picks, and now they're getting the payoff right now. I mean, last year was still cruel with what happened to Derek Carr, and when he went down to injury. But now you get Marshawn Lynch, you got superstars. They have one of the best young franchises with a bunch of old. Like, they're in that franchise where they have the young to go with the old. Like, you could kind of see with the offensive line moves, they're trying to, in quotations, buy themselves a Super Bowl. But that's what you do. I think that's how you should spend a lot of money in free agency. You invest heavily on the lines in free agency, which is what they've done, and then you draft well everywhere else. So I'd say the Raiders. If not the Raiders, it'd be the Steelers because they're the only team with a lot of... The worst thing about any fan is when you're young and you cheer a team that has a lot of Super Bowls, but they didn't win a Super Bowl when you were, like, alive. And you always can bring up, like, oh, that's nice, but, how about... my team that has 7 Super Bowls that they won in the 1970s. Like, well, you're fucking 16. They've been shit ever since then. So to have that debate, maybe the Steelers. But I'm going to say that to answer your question, the Raiders. But then it'd be tough on YouTube because everyone would be like, oh, he's just a toke ripoff. At least me being an Eagles fan, in my biased opinion, I'm the best Eagles Madden YouTuber. I know there's a couple of us, but... I have to say I'm the best. Oh, we got sacked. Third and 9, no timeouts. I don't know what the wind's looking like. They told us to go for it, so maybe we might not be in field goal range. I hope so. What was that? That was a Hail Mary, and the fucking wide receiver just stopped. Oh, I don't want to end this. No. Third and 1. All right, what we're going to do here, and I think we're going to go against the grain. I think we're going to have to flip in DENARD Robinson. He's going to be our game changer. That's what we're going to do. Brady's not getting the job done. In this rainy game, we're going to need the elusive DENARD Robinson to pull us back. We got 2 picks for Brady already. They're not real Eagles fans, though. I guarantee none of those guys could hold up a conversation with me about the Eagles. Like, what's your favorite Eagles player? They go, like Shady was good. Deshaun Jackson had swag. But I don't know any of those guys, to be honest with you, so maybe not. I'm not saying I'm a better YouTuber than them. I'm just going to say, in terms of an Eagles fan that YouTubes, no, I guarantee neither one of those guys put up as much Eagles content with, like, what they put on Ultimate, oh, what the fuck with the slip? What they put up on Ultimate Team, that's what I make my Eagles videos, so fuck them. Let's see. We need some help. Someone needs to make a play on the outside. My God, or the O-line can block. That'd be great. San Diego didn't win because they weren't playing me. All right, we got the nice little catch there. 4th and goal. Do we go for it to kick the field goal? We'll burn a timeout. We'll go C4 special. We're going to live and die by the C4 special. I just feel like if we settle for the field goal here, they'll get a field goal at least. They'll get a score, and the game will be over. Would you have Mariota over Wentz? No. Go. Oh, that might pay some dividends. I don't hate Marcus Mariota either. It's just, I think Wentz is a better pro quarterback. Oh, that was a terrible start to the drive. Hey, gain of 1. Nice. How do you feel about Eagles fans who boo their own team? I shit on the team plenty. One thing I do hate, was we went to both Eagles games that I've gone to live have been losses, and the fans leave the stadium early, and I just hate that shit. As someone that had it cost me $2,000 to go to an Eagles game. I was like, man, you guys get people take it for granted that they can go to an Eagles game every week. Why did Mariota get a 99 Ultimate Team? I don't know. Don't play Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team's stupid. For Legends, Deion Sanders or Night Train? I watched the tail end of Primetime's career, but looking at the stats, Night Train, he's undrafted free agent, had 14 picks as a rookie. Obviously the era plays into it, but I think Night Train, man. Vince Young or Cam Newton in college? I think Cam had a little bit better arm talent, so I'd go with Cam. Pancake block. Let's go. Push me for the first down. All right, let's start using some of the cheesier plays here. Unless you want to go to Muttbuck, that's what I'm going to say that one someday. Obviously, everyone knows what's going on with the YouTubes, with the ads and stuff going down. Mine actually aren't that bad, to be honest with you. Oh, Braylon Edwards! Oh, fuck, we were close. We were close. But I'm thinking if I ever do something real extra off this, I'm going to just buy the URL Muttbucked, and I'll just make something off that. I like that idea, though. It was a nice little idea. Came from a couple beers. Oh, what a play from Braylon Edwards, though. Let's get it. Do you like the CFL? No. Will I ever move out of Canada? Maybe. But I don't know. Donald Trump scares me. And I say it as someone that if you had a gun to my head and I had to vote between Donald and Hillary, I probably would have went Donald because I just didn't give a fuck. I don't know how well he's going to treat us Canadians. I can't go mutt. Oh, there we go. Go ahead, touchdown. Defense needs to just seal the deal here. There we go. That was close. That was closer than what it should have been, but we got that in. Do you think Philly can get Saquon Barkley? I don't think we're gonna be able to get him. I think it's my dream pick for us next season, but likelihood is fairly low. Let's see some questions here. Worried about Wentz's surgery? Not at all. What year do you think that Madden franchise was at its best? Literally, like the last damn year that they had the import from NCAA. How thick am I? 3 C's. 3 C's. Yeah, the potentials were good in Madden 12. I like that. That was a good feature that they'll probably bring back in next year and act like it's revolutionary. That's what EA does. You down for Madden 18 story mode? I'm down for nudes at 1 mil. Down for that. We're taking on the Bucks. 12-4 matchup. They're the team that cost us a first round bye. Revenge game. Actually, we need to put back in DENARD. The Michigan unis. Why do you still play Madden? Because it's what I do. Use Chad Henne. I do not want to lose. I don't want to phone it in. Did I do Cal? Cal did not make the list, unfortunately. I really just Madden would make you go through the combine and Wonderlic. They used to be able to do that, man. I remember the Wonderlic questions. I can't remember if that was in Madden or NCAA. But that was sweet. Did you ever watch 13 Reasons Why? No. Is that a good show? Is that a good show? I wish she had Creative Team. Yes, the Creative Team was my number one thing I wanted to see in Madden 18. C4, who's your favorite YouTubers? I don't know if you guys can view who I'm subscribed to. I don't know if that's public information, but I'm not subscribed to any other Madden YouTubers. I respect Hurricane, Mr. Hurricane. I like what he does. Beard, Mobox, whatever the fuck, he's good. But in terms of actual YouTubers, I like H3H3. I like... well, okay, that should have been a pick. What's that show about? Sell me on that show right now. Whoever likes that show, sell me on why I should watch it. I know it's on Netflix. And if it sucks, sell me on why it sucks. The Combine, yeah, PS2. Man, PS2 swag. I still got that PS2. I don't know what Maddens I still have left for it. Alright, we'll scramble with DENARD here. A girl gets raped every 10 seconds. Ooh. Ooh. Use Blaine Gabbert. Didn't he go to Mizzou? So it's suicide and other important issues. Is a girl a main character, and do they make her to be like a superwoman, like super empowering? You know? Oh, I don't know about that then. Is it good? Is it Is it like more of a social thing and not like women are strong and powerful kind of show? If that's the case, I may look into it. It's emotional. That's what it looks like. To be honest with you, it looks like it's a kind of not down my forte, but I'm open to anything. It's a girl who kills herself and makes tapes about 13 people that made her die. Now, is there someone that's killing these 13 people that made her die? That would be interesting. Like a revenge Punisher type guy? If not, I think I should get writing credits for season 2 of that show. Do you watch Archer? Love Archer. I don't really... I got a bunch. I haven't watched any of this season. I think I watched the first episode of this season, but I do like Archer. It is kind of get a little bit slower, from my opinion, but it's still a good show. Again, when he gets tinnitus, that's one of the friggin' best bits of that show is when he gets tinnitus from shooting a gun too close to his ear. Muh, muh, muh. Yes, Rick and Morty's dope. When's the next Chip Kelly rebuild? So, I explained this in the last night's stream. So this coming Friday is my last official rebuild. I said I was going to do rebuild revival for the most 3 requested teams, which were the Colts, the 49ers, and the Browns. I've already done the Colts and 49ers, so this Friday we're doing the Browns. And then the Chip Kelly rebuilds, because they're kind of like more so I'm just fucking around. Those are pretty much just going to be spur of the moment. Whenever I feel like doing them, whenever I'm in the mood to do them, I will be doing them. So there's no schedule for that. So I don't know. Are you a Michigan fan and for how long? Not a Michigan fan for 0 years. Could you imagine Chip Kelly rebuild for the Jets? Literally 0-16. The next Chip Kelly rebuild I do, though, it's either going to be the Giants or the Packers. Why are they not giving me these touchdowns? Like, every time I run and get close to the 1 yard line with DENARD, they say it's not a touchdown. Fuck off. Do the Lions. I already did the Lions rebuild. We were terrible in it. All right, we got an open touchdown, though. And then Tampa Bay scores instantly. Awesome. Then we got a 3rd and short. Just run nice little slants, quick slants. What's the top team on your rankings? Because I modified it, it's Alabama. So we have Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Alabama remaining. That's terrible. Derek Brooks came in and got a sack. Other than UF, what has been your favorite college roster used? I'm not gonna lie. Some of the ones I had my hopes for were disappointing. Florida State wasn't bad, even though it's Florida State. They weren't bad. No, I'm gonna be honest. No real notable ones. As that was a glitch pass, if I've ever seen one. A kid at my school killed himself after he watched 13 seasons. Oh, maybe I'll have to watch it. This is a deep chat right now. Favorite musician, Method Man. Oh, yes. Oh, where's my... Oh, run your blocks. Come on, 34. You gotta let your blocks do the job. Who do you think will be Rookie of the Year? I think I already said that earlier, but you assume you missed it. It's going to be... I'm going to go with the home response of Derek Barnett on the defensive side of the ball. And offensively, Leonard Fournette, with Zay Jones being my sleeper. Doing all Division 2 and 3 college team. I'm doing something similar to that. I'm just going to do like small school prospects sometime. What do you think of Sam Bradford? I mean, bad Sadford? He did a good job doing lots of checkdowns last year for the Vikings. Madden pre-terms of a wide receiver. Man, that's like one of those things. I feels like there's storylines in Madden. Like, it feels like there's just, like, be it the sim or be it, you know, it just seems like there's too much pre-calculation. You know, put on your tinfoil hats, but that's what it feels like to me. We got to get that WWE roster team. Maybe. Wink. Like I said, this is the form of the live stream, which is redoing the college roster. We're almost done, so I need to eventually break into new stuff for my live streams. Wink. So, stay tuned. Oh, 7 seconds left. Time for the C4 special. But JJ Nelson. Have you ever seen your boy Cringe, I Mean Pizza? I've heard about him. I never watched any of his stuff. I've never heard a good thing. No one's ever said he's good. Favorite beer? I'm a Bud Platinum. I'm an Air Bud Platinum kind of guy. May do a subscriber team. Yes, everyone give me their height, weight, and speeds. No dicks in my inbox. Please and thank you. First and 10. We'll rock with a C4 special off the go. Who would be the QB of the W team? Yes, so that is something I will spoil. I'm not going to spoil who's the QB, but I am a old school wrestling fan who's, I know what's going on now. Grew up on wrestling as a kid. So someone made a suggestion I should do a wrestling team. And I was like, that's kind of fun. But, you can look. Pretty much every wrestler that played football was like a lineman. You had an occasional linebacker. So then I had to break off and just guess for other people. I will say John Cena is the starting center because he played center when he played football. That's kind of funny. Thank you, Axel Payne. That's a sick name. Football from the UK. Great vids. I hope you're an Arsenal fan too after their big 4-1 victory. Randy Savage needs to be the safety. I'd actually put any like legends that weren't actual football players, but I might have to put Macho Man there. Ooh yeah! I got a Macho Man shirt. Maybe I could. I don't know. My computer didn't suck. Ron Simmons from Florida State. He's in it. Yep. Vader's in it. Roman Reigns is in it. I actually remember Roman Reigns when he played in the CFL. I remember I watched some CFL game. There's like just some guy with this weird Samoan name. I was like, that's cool. But yeah, Ron Simmons, who was, probably the best football player to ever play both football and be a wrestler. All right, let's go C4 special here. Oh, it works so good. Feels so good. You hate English football, even though I'm British. I like proper football. There you go. Oh, that's a hot take. Don't say that. Don't say that in England. Oh, God, there's a turnover. All right. So we get a touchdown and we win the game. That's what we're looking at here. After a lot of stuff happened that wasn't me controlling. All right, let's go, Dez. Okay, good start there. Nice little rush with DENARD. Play the owner as Vince. I will do that. Shawn Michaels asked me. I didn't actually think about that. Shawn Michaels being the kicker. I think I made Neville the kicker because he's British, but that makes sense. That makes wrestling sense. Oh, let's go. Oh, there's gonna be too much time on the clock. They're gonna score. I think we'll play defense just because I don't want this stream to end yet. I got plenty of time. IRS. Yeah, IRS. We got his kid on the team. All right, let's play here. I want to try to win this. Got tickets for all the London games. It's huge over here. What's your opinion? I don't think anyone should. I don't think that should happen just because from like the travel would be killer. The travel would be absolutely killer to go all the way there. The time change and stuff. I mean, the NFL tries to limit like East Coast teams playing on the West Coast. That's like an extreme variance. Plus, like, wouldn't there have to be like some sort of like work visa thing? It just seems like there's too much. All right, let's bring some fucking pressure here. Oh, there's a set. Oh, the face mask? Come on. Come on, computer. Just phoning it in. All right, we'll keep bringing the pledge. We're going to call with a Jim Johnson level defense here. Oh, this is the legendary. That's why they're in it. This is the legendary Tennessee Vols roster. Brock Lesnar. Yes, Brock Lesnar's on the roster. Number 69. Come on. Oh, we are bringing the fire. We are bringing the fire. Aren't like the Jags like supposed to be like the second team of England? Whew. All right, come on. Will Undertaker be there? Perhaps. Perhaps he will be. What team was the legendary Gators on? What? I already did that. Oh, they were No. That's Madden cheese. There you go, Madden cheese. Overpowered aggressive catch. Nothing you can do. Game over. Thanks for watching this fucking stream here. Fuck off. Get me out of this shit. Well, they got a touchdown, so we have a chance. Except Hail Mary never works in this game. Hail Mary has to be like the worst. Like 4 verticals works better than Hail Mary. Oh, pass interference! Come on! He grabbed the arm! Alright, I think Brady has a bigger arm. Who's more throw power? Oh. 95, who's deep throw? Oh, yeah, we gotta stick with DENARD. Pretty much that's the only... Oh, I'm throwing it up right away. No safety help? Oh! Let's go! Fuck that, overpowered. Fuck that. Who needs that? Let's go! Get that overpowered catch out of here. We're moving, baby. We're rocking and rolling. We're rocking and rolling. Nike, Adidas, or Under Armour? Bit of both. I like all 3. Not brand specific over here. Should have run the clock out like D-Jax. I should have, but didn't want to risk it. Knowing my lucky would have fumbled into the end zone. Would have been a touchback. Who says we don't have sometimes occasionally big exciting plays in my live streams, you know? All right, we're rocking and rolling to the conference championship. Big Show went. Yeah, Big Show will probably be on my roster. Take on the 11-4-1 Redskins, who the Redskins are Florida State legends, if I recall correctly. Hopefully we can win. Of course. Most of the time they're montage worthy kicks. I remember like literally back in like Christmas time, someone said they're making a montage of my kicks. It never came to fruition. Obviously, he was just tingling my balls a little bit, but that would have been funny as hell. Kicking montage. Only YouTuber with a kicking montage. It would have been awesome. Do you know who Barnes Simpson is? Sounds familiar. In the CFL or something. Let Brady play this game. Not after DENARD Robinson brought us that clutch. All right, maybe we do need to put Brady in because we've had three drive stall. Okay, make the catch. Make the safe catch. Madden 18, there should be an option to make your own plays. That'd be pretty cool. But then you have like clickbaity, score touchdown 100% all the time videos, which would be pretty bad. Just remember, if you ever get down 28-3, you know what to do. I'm well aware. Oh, that's good for Desmond Howard right there. Oh my. That would have been a touchdown if we had a little bit more time. I mean, our O-line, this is probably the best O-line we've had. Got to get better stopping them here, fellas. He's second all-time in tackles in my high school team. Oh, he's your high school health coach? What does that mean? What's a health coach? Yeah, he was really good in like the 2000s. Up here in, I don't know what, can't remember what team he played for. I remember him vaguely. 4th and 2, kick the field goal out like a bitch. Rematch of the Orange Bowl. Hopefully Michigan can get done. Go Harmon. Oh, that's a pick. Oh. Matthews. Maybe this is not. Maybe I would have changed Washington. They're USC. This is US. I take that back. This is USC. Yeah, USC Michigan. Oh, beauty. Beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. I love it, man. I got permission to use a few colleges for the career mode. That would be cool, but I doubt it. And I think if they did that, it'd be a waste because where's the NCAA game? All right, we're going to pop in and play this little bit of defense, so hopefully they don't give up a touchdown. We can just walk away with a field goal here. I'm tired of letting the sim get that last possession in the second half touchdown that seems to be scheduled in here. Or, you know, they'll just get it anyway by just destroying my team with O.J. Simpson. Either or. God, that was disappointing. Okay. Oh, let's get it. We need that. We needed that. Fuck. All right. Oh, let's go wide open. Oh, let's go. We can end this. Let's seal this deal once again. That is a chunky kicker. Holy fuck, that kicker. Why don't I like Kid Cudi anymore? He's too edgy for me. Oh, they got Des Howard. One of the best return men ever, and he gets 3 yards. Kid Cudi, you know, he just sounds weird. Sounds like he's too experimental, you know? That's a good way to describe it. He needs to chill out. before he makes his music. How about just get a nice little beat, nice traditional beat and rapping. And I'm an idiot. I am the worst player in Madden history. And just choked the game away. Oh, that was bad. Do I get random ass holding calls? Yes. I get random ass holding calls. The worst ones are blocking the back. I get block in the back whenever. I can't believe I just fucking butchered that. Oh, that was bad. But it was, whatever. We're over the hour and a half here. Live stream. So thank you guys for tuning in. Very good live stream once again. I will be streaming, I'm going to say 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, which will be Ohio State Buckeye Legends. So hopefully you can tune into that one. And until next time, C4 saying peace out.